udah
Tired
pesimis
already?
anjir.
Let me send you to sleep.
Heads up, new job just came in.
Oh,
Let's
ini
hope it's
ditukar
fun
nih.
this time.
Queen coronation, CNM duluan. Checkmate, Domestiques duluan. Domestic. Lu udah liat TikToknya si ini gak sih? Crystal Atlan nya? Ini sumpah sih, yang di atas 500.000 viewsnya itu yang pas lagi summer event gitu yang cuma pakai BH-BH-an coba. lain ini itu sayang banget sih, dia sayang banget yang waktu itu kita sakit yang mana mah udah iya ayo tuh
mirip sih sama
serius
kopi paste sis sebulu-bulu
bulunya halus banget kelihatannya dari sini.
oh iya karena gue liat ini di belakang dulu
Ini nggak ada risi-risinya diciumin.
mana semua kucing gue gak ada yang risih di sini.
Mereka cuma dikasih 15 menit tuh.
Maksimal ya 15 menit.
Ah,
Dapat gimana?
iya, maksimal 15 menit.
Terus lah dan lama-lama masih ini mas kalau
Enggak bocor nih. Kata Dimas. Oh, bocor. Yang di YouTube.
sumpah.
He's fast. He came out of nowhere and vanished.
Left
Left countless fallen enemies in the blink of an eye.
Wow, unbelievable!
I'll tell you more about them some other day.
Miss, please tell us more about the mysterious Shadow Blade now.
When Nino gets back, I'll tell you more.
Strange. Is that all?
Rat. It's not over yet!
Come at me!
Just give up. No one leaves the Eagle Nest alive.
No! Too bad. I'm the exception.
What kind of monster are you?
Monster. Interesting. Listen up. This monster's name is Nino.
Hey, look! Nino's back! Oh, yippee!
Well, find the enemies from your memories?
Not this time. But I'm in no hurry.
The mysterious Shadow Blade never loses, right?
Of course.
Huh? Who's there?
So, this is my stage, Well then, let's dance.
Over there!
Well. Looks like we got a bad kitty here, eh?
Get it done ASAP.
Done? Oh, I haven't even warmed up. Tired already? Let me send you to sleep.
Heads up, new job just came in.
Let's hope it's fun this time. He's fast. He came out of nowhere and vanished.
An invisibility
Left
and
countless
an
fallen
energy
enemies in the
force
blink
in
of
the
an eye.
darkness.
Wow! Unbelievable! I'll tell you more about them some other day.
Nif, please tell us more about the mysterious Shadow Blade now.
When Nino gets back, I'll tell you more.
Strange. Is that all?
Rat. It's not over yet!
Come at me!
Just give up. No one leaves the Eagolist alive.
No! Too bad. I'm the exception.
What kind of monster are you?
Monster. Interesting. Listen up. This monster's name is Nino.
Hey, look! Nino's back! Oh, yippee!
Well, find the enemies from your memories?
Not this time. But I'm in no hurry.
The mysterious Shadow Blade never loses, right?
Of course.
Huh? Who's there?
So, this is my stage, Well then, let's dance.
Over there!
Well. Looks like we got a bad kitty here, eh?
Get it done ASAP.
Done? Oh, I haven't even warmed up. Tired already? Let me send you to sleep.
Heads up, new job just came in.
Let's hope it's fun this time.
He's fast. He came out of nowhere and vanished.
An invisibility
Left
and
countless
an
fallen
energy
enemies in the
force
blink of an eye.
darkness.
Wow! Unbelievable! I'll tell you more about them some other day.
Miss, please tell us more about the mysterious Shadow Blade now.
When Nino gets back, I'll tell you more.
Good evening, everyone who are currently watching the live stream. Welcome, adventurers, to the finals of the Crystal of Atlan Super Glen Cup PvE Team Battle Tournament. I'm Abigail, your caster for today, and I also have my partner here.
And I'm your co-caster, Bolton.
Yeah, and this is going to be another exciting day because yesterday we just saw the champion of the PvP Team Battle in the same current tournament, which is the Super Glen Cup, and yesterday's champion was a Flamechasers that strike 4-1 against the opponent, which is XOG, and for today we're gonna have a different set of tournament.
Yes, there's gonna be a PvE team battle like Abby said, and there's gonna be 2 modes that they're gonna complete. First, there's gonna be a Queen Coronation, and then the Hex Chest Checkmate. So, let's see. For today, there's gonna be 3 teams competing.
Yup, and the 2 modes that Bolton just mentioned is a highly mechanic mode. In Crystal of Atlan, it requires not only mechanics but also the coordination. But let's take a look at first with the collaboration between the Crystal of Atlan's X Digimon Adventure, and this collab runs from August 21st until September 17th. So all of you can participate in collaboration events for collab limited items and in-game rewards. You can raise your collaboration BP level by challenging the collaboration dungeon Final Battle Machine Dramon and obtain the Patamon Bubble through the Companionship Summons event. And that's not all, to be honest, because we still have lots about this Digimon Adventure collaboration. You can get ready to meet the classic Digimon Agumon, who can evolve to Wargreymon, and Gatomon, who can also evolve to Angiwomon, and in the form of collaboration pets, and Garurumon as a Metal Garurumon as a collaboration mouse.
I love Gatomon.
Yeah, and this is going to be very exciting too because we are going to present a new class assassin, and all of you can just pre-register now. And these Wild Raider Shadow Blades could strike down enemies from the shadows, and with ghosts like agility and super offensive strikes, the assassin roll delivers lethal blows before enemies could even blink. And as you walk in the shadows, you can strike with twin blades, and the unique concealing mist from this assassin roll skill allows Spectre to suddenly emerge from shadows to deal massive damage before quickly vanishing once again. So you can plan every strike on your confused enemies as you inflict massive damage with the Merit Heart passive. And when the blades fly, there's nowhere to hide for your opponent, of course, and you can alternately cast full take-ins to generate skills to deal massive electro and umbra damage while accumulating large amounts of momentum blade energy. So consume that energy to advance and instantly cast a momentum blade multiple times for big damage bursts. And if you would like to find more information about that, you can just check out the Crystals of Atlan's official social media. And after the maintenance ends, just don't forget to download the latest clients to continue your experience so you can enjoy the infinite combos, endless adventures. So I wish you have a great journey using this new role.
And before we go to the tournament, we have a video that highlight the tournaments, even the journey that we had, and the rewards highlights. So let's go see the video.
Dear Adventures Quest of Atlan Super Glanka S1 will officially kick off on August 2nd across 4 regions: Claudius, Ophelia, Polonus, and Meradia. The tournament is played into 2 tracks, a PvP team battle and a PvE race. Champions will be crowned during the online finals of September 13 to 14. The PvP team battle consists of 4 phases: Fort 5, August 7th to August 17th. Registered players will participate in the PvP solo ranked match. The squads will be ranked by their average matchmaking points. From Ophelia Group 1 and Ophelia Group 2, the top 50 squads from each will qualify. For other regions, the top 100 squads will advance. Promotion round, August 21 to August 27. Qualified squad players will participate in PvP team ranked matches. Squads will be ranked by their average matchmaking points. The top 8 squads from each region will advance to the next stage, while for Ophelia, Group 1 and Group 2 will each have their top 4 squads qualify. In elimination round August 30 to September 7, the qualified squads will be divided into 2 groups, competing in a round-robin BO3 points match within each group. Using the PvP team mode, the top 2 squads from each of these 2 groups will then advance to a BO5 elimination round, where they will cross-play. The winners of these 2 matches will qualify for the finals. Online finals. September 13th, the final 2 squads will compete in a BO7 match to determine the champion. PvE race qualifies August 7, 6 o'clock to August 19, 23:59. Regis here, he repeatedly participate in the in-game Queen Coronation and lead mode 8-player race within the time frame. Squads will be ranked by their best clear time. At top 100 squads from each region will advance to the next stage, promotion round, August 23 to August 29. Advanced squads can repeatedly participate in the in-game Checkmate Legendary Mode 8 clear race within the time frame. The squads will be ranked by their best clear time, and the top 30 squads from each region will advance to the next stage in elimination round, September 3 to September 5. Advanced squads can repeatedly participate in the in-game Queen Coronation Legendary Mode 8-bite race within the time frame. Squads will be ranked by their best clear time, and the top 3 squads from each region will advance to the next stage. Online finals, September 14. Finalist squads will participate in 2 rounds of races, the Queen Correlation and Checkpoint. Their ranks will be decided by the sum of their clear times from both modes. The squad with the shortest total clear time wins the championship. These tournaments' rewards are supercharged with massive in-game resources, score tons of items, plus event-exclusive avatar frames, exclusive titles, exclusive Monicas, and customized oral effects.
Yep, and that's the journey, aka the tournament format, in case you're not familiar with. And it's not a tournament if there's no prize to fight for. And so this tournament also offers generous rewards in addition to abundant in-game resources and item rewards. So the top 8 teams will earn tournament exclusive titles, monikers, and also avatar frames. And on top of that, the champion, runner-up, and also the third place teams will receive exclusive champion, runner-up, or third place titles, the Crimson Summit of Victory moniker, and also a customized aura at the deluxe champion physical bundle. So it will separate the economy, for saying this, the commoner to the elites, aka the champion of Crystal of Atlan Super Clan Cup.
Yeah, the top 3 here is gonna be the elites right now because they have the customized aura. And right now we have the 3 teams competing in today's PvE race finals are as follows: is China number 1, Flamechasers, and Domestiques. And each team must complete the Queen Coronation and Checkmate race challenges within the specified time, with 1 challenge attempt only for each mode. After 2 rounds, the team with the shortest total fastest clear time will emerge as the winner. In the event of a tie, in total fastest clear time, the team with lower total squad power will win. And today, they're gonna China number 1 is gonna go first, Abi.
Yep, well,
for the Queen Coronation.
And game which is followed by FLCS to finish the Queen Coronation, and last but not least, we will have a Domestiques to clear the Queen Coronation as they only first try. And the followed with the other schedules will be Checkmate for 3 guilds. It's gonna be the China number 1, FLCS, and also Dominiques. I mean, it's going to be very interesting because we are going to start with the Queen coronation. This is something that you are need to prepare your coordination before jump into the hex chest, aka the checkmate. By judging the prediction from audience, to be honest, this is very solid to China number 1 because they secured 23,906.5 votes from the audience, while on the other hand followed by FLCS, and last we have the Dominiques who secured the least votes from the audience.
Yeah, and don't forget to keep cheering for your favorite champion team in the comments and chat. Meanwhile, the CNN dominating the prediction, but who knows?
Yeah, who knows if the other guilds will have another way to win this PvE tournament, because this is something that not really the same with yesterday what we had, because yesterday is always down to the mechanics, down to the coordination, but today it requires a phase pass too. But before we jump into the game, I would like to spread the first round of reward gift code to all adventurers. So just log into the game and enter the redemption code below to claim your viewer rewards. And don't forget to share it to your friends.
Yes, we prepare 4 rounds of viewer gift pack for the finals live stream, so can't miss the reward throughout the show. So limited quantities, first come first serve. So don't miss out. Be sure to log in.
Don't miss out the rewards. And I personally try to calculate which kind of roles that each guild will have. I mean, it's gonna be good if you have at least 2 sideguard for Queen Coronation and also the Hex Chest, because the sideguard provides heal to the allies and also have a very supportive skills towards the partners. Having a glass cannon roles like a berserker, Mistrix will be a good part too, but I'm considering if we should have elementalist, but I prefer to have a magic blade instead of elementalist, because talking about the Queen Coronation and also Hex Chest, aka the Checkmate, you have to engage with a solid air defense and also a solid mechanic for a fighting. And let's take a look at the first guild who will try to finish the Queen Coronation. We will have CNN. So in this lineup we have Yoti, and the second part that pronounced as JTZ just changed his in-game nicknames as Ilya Topuria. So if you see it different inside the game, it's just a sudden change from this player. And the other one is Almail, Anasis, Yanto Metal, PQX Koteka, and the other one is Taito Li Ke Mimei, and the other one is Will UDF2P and also YC as the substitutes.
It's looking good. I mean, the balance, like they have a side guard, they have a bruiser that like berserker, magic blade, even though there's not that heavy, but still from the magic power, like 2 elementalists and 1 warlock, it's a balanced composition.
Yeah, this kind of composition is pretty much solid and balanced. Although I don't really love to have a house rider in this squad, because yes, you have 1 sidecar which is providing a very good support towards your partners. You have the Mistrix, you have the Magic Blade, but let's jump into the game. The first Queen Coronation, who will be executed by the first guild, aka CNN.
Oh, it's already on the Meradia.
Except power.
In the
Already on the Meradia.
20 seconds.
Yep, and the HP bar from the Meradia just went down so fast as we down to the 900 HP of the Meradia. And it is the moment when I don't think it's not gonna be long before we saw the firewall from Meradia, because
Yeah, the fire
this began and just executed pretty fast.
True. I mean, I agree. The Fireface is come quick about it for the Meradia, and now it's already changing the face
Yeah,
from the
and
chest
it's
field.
it's Pound who are spawned in the chessboard, and they just finish it real quick. Only 1 minute, and they just down it to 100 HP. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I just saw it mistakenly, but still, it is 750 for Meradia. They just finished the chessboard very quickly, and now we are down to the silver in front slash. Oh my god, I couldn't keep my eyes.
Oh my god, it is already a 500.
Too fast.
It's already 500, and it's gonna be a nice pace right now.
Yup, ice walls by the Meradia. Well, to be honest, this requires a solid coordination because you have to break the ice wall, and also you have to put attention to the ice cone as well.
Yes, agreed. They really have the great combination and the great coordination. The movement is really efficient and effective. Look at that. Look at that in this phase. It's already in the 300, Avi.
Yeah, because the ice walk and also the ice cones are already destroyed by the CNN, and now they are just attacking the Queen as the Queen HP down to the 250, and it is no time when we are going to saw the chessboard, aka for Pulse and or Ophelia. I'm waiting which kind of the spawn from this Queen, whether it will be the Pulse or the Ophelia, because both of Pulse and Ophelia requires a different mechanism.
Yeah, Ophelia is gonna have to take it down real quick before they wipe everyone here. But yes, it's already down right now. It's focused on Meridia the Tyrant, and they have to taking her down to 100 HP. Abi.
Yep, and now we're facing the dual faster for CNN as they just strike down the Queen, Meradia, and 150 will down to 100 because this is the right time for CNN to close the game because Clone is already spawned now, and this is the last moment probably for Meradia. So before we jump into the closing the Queen coronation as the 3 minutes and 40 seconds already passed, and no every single skill from the Queen already casted towards the best player, but now every single skill already done.
They're bursting down and 100. Nice one. It's 3 minutes and 55 seconds, Abby.
Yup.
And 3 minutes and 55.
Yeah, 3 minutes and around 40 seconds. And that's quite fast, to be honest, and to be honest, I don't expect it to be down to 500 that fast because it requires lots of movements, to be honest, before you jump into the ice walls. But they executed the ice walls pretty quickly too because they just managed to break the ice cones, and also they also keep maintaining the ice walls to not give some annoyance towards them. And while handling the Polos and Ophelia, they also did it very quick because if you saw the Ophelia, you have to destroy the purple ones, and they just saw the purple instead of the yellow one, and they strike it quickly. So I mean, this quick coordination requires a solid commands from the leader, and not to mention the solid command, it also needs a solid mechanic from each player too.
Yes, agree. They really have to burst it down like in the second phase. I didn't expect it to be that fast that they burst it down and got the final record 3 minutes and 55 seconds with Liatot Kuria and Omael Yanto Metal, Will,
That's
and
quite
the other
fast.
member. That's quite fast.
Because the least minimum to clear Queen coronation is around 5 minutes until 10 minutes. So that's the ideal time to complete the competition mode. But to finish it as a 3 minutes and 55 seconds, this is going to be a good start for CNN, and we are going to wait how many minutes that FLCS and also Dominics will secure to finish the Queen Coronation.
Yeah, and I think Flamechasers gonna have to try to be faster than CNN. And Domestic, let's see Domestics too. I mean, even though they are the third place for the Queen Coronation, I mean, they still can.
Yep, they still can. And then talking about the Queen Coronation, I mean, this is not the hardest part of the tournament, to be honest. And I also expect this could be finished around 5 minutes, and I don't really expect it will be finished below 4 minutes. So this is a good start for CNN, and they can prepare to set up strategies for clearing the checkmates as quick as possible, because the checkmates for me is kind of a pain in the table.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't expect it to be so fast. I mean, I expected it to be like 5 to 6 minutes, like usual time.
Probably 6 minutes is quite fast for me though.
Yeah.
But judging by the BP power from every single players, from every single participant of this result of Atlan Super Glen Cup, it's going to be very exciting to see how fast they can conquer the dungeon itself. Well, to be honest, I expect that during the clone phase of the Queen Coronation, you have 40 seconds to defeat the clone, or you are gonna be wiped. But CNN just wiped the clone within 10 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. So after you defeat the clone, you can choose between whether you want to defeat the clone or you just want to strike the queen. And actually, judging by what I saw on the previous competition mode from CNN, they just slash through the queen, but still lay some damage towards the clone.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you're right. They're doing it. They're bursting it. The clone queen is under 15 seconds. I mean, that's fast. They're really saving and using the skills at the perfect timing and the perfect precisions to achieve that.
Yup, and in case you just joined in this live stream and kind of missed what was just happened during the first game, let's take a look at the highlight. That was the highlight of the first game from CNN as they cleared the Queen Coronation competition mode within 3 minutes and 55 seconds. And the MVP of the Queen Coronation from CNN is Youzi. For those who don't know, Youzi means decoy. So I think as the elementalist, using the name of Youzi is kind of reasonable and also very makes sense, because elementalist is one of the least favorite, to be honest, a least favorite job in Queen Coronation, because most of people will rely on berserks, mystics, or a blade maiden, but to have elementalist who can lay 2 million damage, I mean that's sort of like crazy. And considering the damage taken is also very low, that also showed us that Yotze really played as not only a decoy but the solid damage dealer from CNN.
Yeah, I mean the Yotze and the All Might Elves really great elementalists with neck-to-neck damage burst and neck-to-neck damage taken and with zero revival attempts. So they really have to perfect dodging everything, and CNN only using one revival attempts, Avi.
Yup, that was a very solid performance from CNN, and I can't wait to see the other girls' performance. I mean, to have CNN to start it first as the fan favorite, the audience favorite of this PvE tournament battle, that will give you more pressures on your shoulder. But I believe since every single participant in Super Glen Cup is already professional, I mean they are the pro players in here, better than me or even so the boss. But I will just cheer them, especially for LLCS. Just try to finish it below 3 minutes and 55 seconds.
Yes, and right now we have a squad info for the Flamechasers. There it is, NSC XOS Berserker, Belphemon SMS Mistrix, Demeye as Cloud Strider, MTZ with Berserker Whis. It's a 2 Berserker, Hyacinth as Sideguard, Will Sarah and Summerren as Starbreaker, Throne as Cloud Strider, Karabirimuru as Sideguard, and Kenden #1 is as Magiblade. I mean, it's really melee heavy and bruiser heavy damage. I mean, like a 2 Cloud Strider, 2 Starbreaker, and 2 Berserker.
Yeah, but judging their performance, I mean, the promotion round ranking is first, elimination round ranking is they finished at second, and Checkmate clear time 4 minutes and 14 seconds. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And if you are able to finish coronation clear time by 2 minutes and 40 seconds, that is going to be even more solid than the previous performance by CNN, and I'm really down to see how many times that they will secure during this tournament.
Yes, and here we go, the Flamechasers go.
Indeed, we did.
Right on.
Queen coronation for the second guild. FLCS is already started. Indeed we did, but not we. I mean, this is just the dialogues from the queen. We asked the queen's HP down real fast to below 800.
Please, come to your
Now right now it's gonna be a flame phase, the fire phase, so they have to knock it down the bomb, and right now they already knock it down the bomb, and right now it's really bursting down the Meradia the Tyrant into the second phase, Adi.
Yeah, the second phase is, I think the second phase is already cleared fast enough by FLCS. With below 1 minute, they just secure many things. They achieve lots of things, and as the other chessboard already spawned, I'm looking if it's spawned or Leo tied, but I think this is going to be a. Well, to be honest, judging the quick performance between the FLCS, that's sort of like kind of made me shocked by how fast they are completing the chessboard count or Leotide, and the ice phase is. I think the ice phase wouldn't even bother FLCS.
I think they're not gonna be bothered by the ice phase because as we're looking at right now, they're not having any trouble.
Yeah, even ice phase doesn't even bother for them. And the ice phase is going to start because the HP of the Meradia already down to 503. Ice Walls currently set up by the Queen, and now the lasers also came up from the Queen as well. But every single player from FLCS already gathered to strike the damage towards the ice cones. Ice cones are blasted, and the ice was also shattered. And now it's your time to attack the Queen back again.
Yeah, they still have 2 minutes left to win this close to CNN.
Yep, time just ticking. 2 minutes and 30 seconds plus. And now they're trying to open the fire lava, aka the dual from the Maradia, the Tyrant, and as the Tyrant tried to lay even more damage towards the FLCS, the time is sticking to almost 3 minutes, but it's already 100. So it's the Clown Station from the Maradia, and it's already spawned as the Ophelia, but Ophelia cannot handle the damage from the FLCS players.
Yeah, even the Ophelia is having a trouble, but yes, still in a 29 health bar, they have to. Nice. Now the Ophelia is down. They have to use their all to take down the Maradia Tyrant to the next phase, the clone phase.
Yep, the last part of the point. 3 minutes and 28 seconds or 30 seconds. Will they make it to beat the record of CNN? Because the Mariah Queen still try her best to prevent FLCS to have a shorter time rather than the CNN. And now only 5 seconds left for CNN, for FLCS, and I guess they could not beat the CNN record time because they need more than 4 minutes to finish the Maradia, the Tyrant.
Yes, but nice try. They still have a chance for the exchange checkmate, right?
Yep.
Because the CNN is already 3 minutes and 55 seconds, they really need to up ahead the time in Hexchess checkmate more than 10 seconds, I guess, to be safe.
Yeah, but to be honest, judging by the performance from FLCS, they finished it very quickly on the very first phase of the Maradia, and the only thing that kind of disturb the momentum is the Ophelia session, because the Ophelia, basically if you are jump into the Ophelia, you only have to focus on the purple ones. So you will have you will gonna see two kind of chess pieces. One is purple glow and also the orange glow. But the moment when you jump into the Ophelia, even though it's also clones, the mechanic of this kind of dungeon is more like the coordination. So you have to lay your damage quickly towards the Ophelia, and also you have to avoid certain circumstances inside the coronation.
Yeah, but I can wait to see the Domestiques team to go on ahead for the Queen Coronation too.
Yep, and we're going to prepare for the in-game strategies and also highlights from FLCS. And well, to be honest, I kind of excited to see if FLCS can destroy the Queen Coronation or complete the Queen Coronation competition mode faster than CNN. Well, to be honest, that was a very short gap between them. 3 minutes and 55 seconds towards 4 minutes and 3 seconds. It only down to several seconds, but sadly FLCS kind of slow down during the Ophelia session, and that what makes them kind of need a longer time rather than CNN.
Yeah, they need 10 seconds faster for the Hexchess checkmate to beat the CNN, right?
Yep, and it
Just
down
to be safe.
it downs to the last chance for FLCS if they want to take down the CNN. But I would like to know how many minutes that CNN will spend to finish the checkmate mode, because for checkmate mode it requires a complicated mechanism. So you also have to bring out the good coordination, and not to mention every single people inside the guild, inside the parties, need to have a very solid mechanic too, because there will be a time when you have to face the opponents individually and as pair, or as a small squad, and last but not least as a full squad towards the king. And I think that for CNN, they still have lots of time to prepare for the Checkmate. Same goes with the FLCS, and we are now going to see the highlights from the full performance of FLCS. Yep, that was
There
the
it is.
highlight. Let's go, Ari.
Oh, sorry. There it is, the max statistic thrown as the Cloud's driver really taken the damage so high, almost 4 million. And the second in Summer Rain as a Starbreaker. Well, I mean, it's really great to use Cloud Strider and Starbreaker here, I guess. It's almost 2 million plus, Abi.
Yep, it's almost 2 millions, but that was a very solid performance from Drone 2 as a qualifier. Well, to be honest, I would like to take my words back because I kind of pessimistic when I saw Cloud Strider and also Elementalis when you are trying to finish the Queen Coronation and also Checkmates, but after looking the performance of these two guilds, which is a CNN and also FLCS, well, Queen Coronation is not only down to the meta of PvE itself, but also down to the BP level. And considering that Cloud Strider could lay almost a 4 million damage, that was solid.
Yeah, that's really solid. I mean, the CNN using 1 revival attempts is surprising, but yes, Flamechaser 0 revival attempts, that can help Flamechasers, I mean, for the time.
Yup, and let's prepare for the last but not least, the performance of Domestiques as the last parties who will try to finish the Queen Coronation as fast as possible. Well, CNN secures 3 minutes 55 seconds, and FLCS secured it within 4 minutes and 3 seconds. I wonder how many minutes Dominics will complete the Queen Coronation. But let's take a look at their squad info first. The combination of this squad, to be I prefer this one. You have a Cloud Strider, you have the double sideguard. I love sideguard because my main role is sideguard, so I would love every single sideguard in this Super Grand Cup. Love you all. So to have double sideguard inside the squad for clearing the Queen Coronation and also Checkmate, that will give you a solid defense because sideguard actually can be separated to different sections, and she can also give supports and boost for damage for her allies, so that will be a solid utilities too. And as you have a Magi Blades, you have the Blade Maiden, you also have a very balanced perfectionist in here because you have the burst demons, you have the anti-fragger, and you also have the defensive role in here.
Great. I mean, it's interesting to see the Blade Maiden here, and there's a balanced composition like Bruiser, Magic, and from the far they have Bounty Hunter. It's looking really good.
Yeah. For me, this is one of the most balanced combination of roles for Queen Coronation and also Checkmates, because you have not only have the bruisers, you have the control, you have the utilities, and you have the defensive part. The thing is why Blade Maiden is also very good in Queen Coronation is because a Blade Maiden can be a part of the puppet for a while, and it gives the team and also herself a very solid damage reduction. So judging by this kind of lineups, this is kind of prepared for more like a Checkmate rather than Queen Coronation.
I see. I think the survivability for this squad is really high. I mean, they have the reduction, they have the heal, they have the buff, and they really have tank it like Magiblade there. And the side guard there is really tanky, I guess. It's gonna be tanky.
Yeah, but let's start the first part of the Dominics as they clear the Queen Coronation. The Queen is talking right now, and now she opens herself to the damage from the Dominics, and the Dominics, without any further ado, they just strike to the Queen.
Alright, they shredded right down to 800 right now. Like we see, it's a supercar. The Domestiques, the power break is really bursting it down into 900 right now. Almost 900, 906 right now.
Yep, but they have to avoid the lasers and also the flames from the Queen. And I would like to mention that when you pick Queen Coronation, it's down to your skill in air fighting, and I see that Dominic secured it pretty well here, and the Gunner find a very perfect position to just lay damage towards the Queen. And as the Queen's HP already down to 800, we're going to prepare for the chessboard play from the Dominics.
Yeah, the mid-air control here is really great. Like Elementalis, really great using their skills, and they have the perfect dodge, everything, the dodging, the precise skill, and the movement. They're really gathering in one area and bursting it down to 750 right now.
Yeah, 750. So we are going to wait which pound of pound who will pound by the Queen, whether it's a pound, whether it's a Leotide. Well, to be honest, I prefer pound because pound is sort of like easier to clear rather than the Leotide.
Yeah, same here. I mean, just finding the right chest piece, right? For this phase before we go to the fire phase and the ice phase.
Yeah, but then the Hexus guard already taken down by Dominics, and now they're striking back again back to the Maradia, the Tyrant, and we are going to see the ice phase, the sealed mark ice already casted by the Queen towards the players from Dominics.
Yeah, they bursted it down, and it's already 600 right now. They really have to be faster than this to be beating the Flamechasers and CNN.
Yep, it's almost ice cone. And the ice walls already casted by the Queen. In no time we are going to see the ice wall session from the Maradia Tyrant as the Dominics trying their best to lay very big damage, burst damage every single spot to the Queen's body. But to be honest, it's kind of slow rather than the other two kills, but we're still trying to see how Dominics will secure the Queen Coronation.
Yes. For the time is already ticking in 3 minutes, but already using the revival attempts because the time is really increasing like 8 seconds right now, but still in a 500 H bar. Okay, they're not looking good.
Ice Walls is going to be prepared by the Queen. There's a 505 HP left from the Maradia, and the ice laser is already casted towards the players from Dominics. Ice Walls also separated them, and now they have to focus to the ice cones. They have to blast them all, and also they have to be aware with the ice walls. Ice was already shattered, and now it's your time to strike back to the Queen's body. Take her down, Dominics.
Yes, take her down before they're gonna be invincible at 250 HP again. And it already 4 minutes and 20 seconds right now.
Yeah, this is going to be the longest time to clear Queen Coronation from Dominics, but they still try their best to clear it. Maradia, its HP is going down real fast here as we are waiting to the chessboard face from the Maradia the Tyrant.
Yes, they're gonna go for Ophelia at 250 HP, but it really they're really bothered by the ice cones, and in the ice phase they're really having a trouble a bit.
Yep, they're really having a problem here. As the ice cone is still blasted by the Queen, and the Queen also still blasted it to freeze every single people from Dominics, but the Dominics have a kind of situation where they have to strike the Queen. On the other hand, they also have to be aware with every single skill that passes by the Maradia. They also have to jump here and there, performing a solid air fighting mechanism, and that's kind of a tough situation that we saw in here, because Ophelia is kind of giving a disturbance towards the play of the Dominics to take down the Queen.
Yeah, but nice damage on Ophelia. It's already in 5 health bar, and now it's down. They really have to down it down again. The Queen to 100.
Yep, 100 is the last checkpoint that Dominics need to secure, and as the Queen already opened up, she already opened to have lots of damage from Dominics. 100 is in front of our eyes. Judging the performance of the Dominics, yes, they are the slowest one. But on the other hand, look at the massive skills that was casted upon on the Queen, and also Queen is fighting back towards the players from Dominic.
Yes, and here it is, the last phase. They really only have 40 seconds to defeat the clone or to be wiped. Let's see. Do they can?
They focus on the Maradia rather than the clone, and they are closing the gates of Queen Coronation competition mode, as the Maradia Tyrant have no any other shield upon her body.
Yes, they just bursted it down to 60. Gonna be a 50 right now. Maradia is taking down 40, 30, 20, and
that's the end of the dungeon. Queen Coronation by Dominic. That was spent 7 minutes or 8 minutes and 3 seconds to clear.
yeah, for the 6 revival attempts, yeah, they're gonna have a minutes and 3 seconds because of the penalty.
Yep. Well, to be honest, that was the longest a couple times from CNN and also FLCS. So I think one of the best chances for Dominics is to secure a faster time rather than the other two opponents on the Checkmates, because they are now in the least time in here. Obviously, that's not really looking good, because 8 minutes comparable to the other participants is kind of giving you a lot of disadvantage.
Yeah, it's almost 2 times their time. I mean, 8 minutes, 3 minutes, and 4 minutes. It's really close for Flamechasers and CNN, but not looking good for Domestiques.
Yeah, the Domestiques, I mean, they have to work on something, and especially on checkmates. I'm assuming that the average time to clear a checkmate is around 6 minutes, 6 to 10 minutes. But judging the performance from FLCS and also CNN, probably they will secure it to probably 5 to 8 minutes. So if Domestics want to win this game, they have to perform well on the checkmates. Assuming that they clear the checkmates within 5 minutes, which is kind of crazy for me. If their position, to be honest, on the leaderboard, but that's gonna be a very tough position for Domestics on the other way.
Yeah, it's a really hard task to clear the Hex chest checkmate for 5 minutes. Is really hard task. Uh, for the info, I think the gear for the domestics is really looking far away from the Flamechasers and CNN because as we're looking, it's 2 times their time. It's not looking that good, but they still like have a hope, like you said, if they clear the hex checks checkmate in a 5 minutes, things gonna go looking good there.
Yep, but let's take a look at the highlight of the previous performance of the domestics. Here we go. That's the highlight from the previous performance of domestics. We're gonna have the statistics of each player that just performed on the Queen Coronation competition mode. Dana X secured 2,600,000 damage, but judging the other players, the damage taken from every single player is kind of high, and the revival attempts, yes, is also one of the highest rated than the other guilds as well.
It's really high. Almost everyone except Dana Vitetian Supercar is taking 1 million damage from the Hex Chest Queen right now, and the revival attempts they take 6, so they're gonna get to 8 minutes the timers, but the total damage is really kind of spread evenly, like from 2 million ish from the first MVP like Dana X to Roku side guard, looking pretty well balanced right there.
Oh yeah, considering the two side guards and also the Blade Maiden, this is something that you can expect if when you have a two side guard and also Blade Maiden here, because the role for a Blade Maiden is to protect your allies and save as big as damage as possible, because Blade Maiden has skill to reduce the damage taken for the allies, and also the sideguard will be a role to separate or bait the enemies or decoying the enemies from the DPS players in their lineup. But before we jump into the second half of Super Clan Cup PvE tournament battle, let's take a look at the second viewer rewards. So every single person who's all still gathered in this live stream, just log into the game, just type the redemption code below and claim your rewards.
Yes, it's PvE Top 3 Choa.
COA.
Go claim it.
PvE Top 3 COA. And just share it to your friends as well, and don't forget to give it to your friends, maybe probably feel Flamechasers, or any other people who also play in Crystal of Atlas.
Yeah, don't take too long to redeem it because there's gonna be a limited quantities and first come first serve. So if you did not get the reward from this, so you take too long.
Yup. So don't forget to update your client to the latest update too, because we are also still having the Digimon collaboration, and not to mention the new roles that you can pre-register as it is the assassin. To be honest, I'm kind of excited to see the performance of these 3 parties to beat the Checkmate, aka the Hex Chest, because Hex Chest is kind of complicated. You have to play individually, as a pair, as a small squad, and as a full squad, all on the last part. And every single part requires a different mechanic as well. So I would like to see which team will secure fastest duration during the hex chess.
Yeah, I really interesting to see. But for the Hexes Checkmate, it's gonna be the first turn is gonna be the Domestic first, and the second is gonna be Flamechasers, and the last turn is gonna be the CNN. So it's interesting.
Yep, that's kind of upside down, upside. Just rotate the first one, but to be honest, this is sort of like a fresh way to have a competitive or a competitive tournament for MMORPG genre-based game, because usually there will be if you talk about MMORPG, usually they just try to fight a guild against a guild and not like a dungeon clear. For dungeon clear mechanic as well, usually for MMORPG it's not that tricky. Well, some of them are tricky, but it is not familiar to have a dungeon clear with this kind of mechanic in the tournament. So having a Checkmate, a dungeon, and Crystal of Atlan as a part of the tournament mode, that's sort of like giving a fresh air to esports scene for Crystal of Atlan is as well.
Yeah, they really need to understand the mechanics in the dungeon, like the Hex Chess Checkmate, to get the fastest clear in this tournament, the Super Glen Cup Season 1. And they really have to strategize themselves, like who's gonna go in the pair, who's gonna go in the fourth man squad. They really have to think it that long.
Yeah, they have to consider. They have to consider which kind of combination of players or maybe roles that they want to deploy. But before we jump into the second half of this Super Glen Cup PvE tournament battle, we are going to have a short break. So make sure to stay tuned with us until the end of the break.
So, this is my stage, hmm? Well then, let's dance.
Over there!
Well, well, well. Looks like we got a bad kitty here, eh?
Get it done ASAP.
Done? Oh, I haven't even warmed up. Tired already? Let me send you to sleep.
Heads up, new job just came in.
Let's hope it's fun this time.
He's fast. He came out of nowhere and vanished.
An invisibility
Left countless fallen enemies in the blink of an eye.
Wow, unbelievable!
I'll tell you more about them some other day.
Miss, please tell us more about the mysterious Shadow Blade now.
When Nino gets back, I'll tell you more.
Strange. Is that all?
Rat. It's not over yet!
Come at me!
Just give up. No one leaves the Eagle Nest alive.
No! Too bad. I'm the exception.
Welcome back to the adventurers tuning into this stream. In this, the Crystal of Atlan Super Glen Cup PvE race final with me, Abigail, your caster, and also my partner here, Bolton.
Hello everyone, and right now we are also finished the Queen Coronation first half. Abby, what do you think about the first half?
I mean, that was a solid performance, to be honest, from CNN and also Flamechasers. But sadly for Domestiques, they secured time for twice as the other parties finished, and that's kind of conclude the first half of Queen Coronation race. And looking at the countdown, you already noticed that the current standings are now for CNN, Flamechasers, and down to the bottom is Domestiques. And the second half of Checkmate race will start soon, and will the Domestiques especially can, you know, beat the other talents from the other opponents. But let's take a look also for the collaboration from Crystal of Atlan and Digimon Adventure, and this collab runs from August 21st until September 17th. And you can participate in collaboration events for collaborative items and in-game rewards. You can raise your collaboration BP level by challenging the collaboration dungeon Final Battle Machine Dramon, and also you can obtain Batam and Global through the companionship summons event. And that's not all, because you have to meet the classic Digimon Agumon, who can evolve to Wargreymon, or Gatomon, who can evolve to Angewomon in the form of collaboration packs, and Garurumon, who can evolve to Metal Garurumon as the collaboration mods.
Yes, I really love Agumon and Gatomon, but that's not all. We gonna have a Assassin new class. You can pre-register now, and wield razor sharp blades and strike down enemies from the shadows with ghost-like agility with swift offensive strikes. The assassin delivers a little blow before enemies could even blink. Walk in the shadows, strike with twin blades. The unique concealing mist skill allows Spectre to suddenly emerge from shadows to deal massive damage. And you can inflict massive damage with your Marked Heart passive. When the blades fly, there's nowhere to hide. Mirage can alternately cast Voltaic and Stygian skills to deal massive Electro and Umbro damage, while accumulating large amounts of Momentum Blade energy. Consume that energy to enhance and instant cast Momentum Blade multiple times. So, for more info, you can check Crystal of Atlan social media, everything. You can check the Instagram, TikTok, and everything.
Yup. And as the second half is about to begin, the third round of the viewer codes will live soon. So this is this one of rewards code will be limited. So first come first serve. You just can go log into the game and enter redemption code below later. There you go. 3 team PvE COA. So 3 teams PvE Crystal of Atlan. That is just short terms. And you just press the redemption code below and claim your rewards. And don't forget to log into the game. Don't forget also to share it to your friends.
Yeah, and talking about the Digimon collaboration, I really love Digimon. And you guys should have the Agumon and Gatomon too, right? I love Gatomon and Jomon all the way, even though the Agumon and Wargreymon is so cool, but I really love Angemon. How about you, Albi?
Me too. I would love it. I actually choose Garurumon instead of Garurumon because imagine if you have a beautiful angel on your back to support you. I would love that.
Yeah, that's the reason too though. I mean, you can choose between the dinosaur and the angel.
Yup. But let's jump into the first part on the second half for domestics on the checkmates. Well, they're gonna use the same kind of composition, but to be honest, they didn't do really well on the first half because they secured Queen Coronation within 8 minutes and 3 seconds. So they need to work on this checkmate. To be honest, I mentioned it before too that the domestics lineup squad is more like prepared for the checkmates because if you want to play checkmates, 2 sidecars is the current meta. And not only the current meta, I mean that's the default strategy to finish the checkmates. 2 sidecars, Blade Maidens is sort of like a meta too. Having a Mystics and also Magic Blade is also a meta. So they already have 3 metas in here, which is Magic Blade, Blade Maiden, and also sidecar. But let's see what will domestic do. Will they get better on this checkmates button?
Right now we're gonna see the bounty hunter here looking good at Hextech Guard, but we're gonna have to everyone to take them down everything at the same time, not at the same time. They really have to kill it everything like 8 Hextech Guard before they can go to the next phase, Abi.
Yup, and this is the part of the pound. So this is the first boss of each player but must play solo. So the mechanic of this pound is very simple, but well, you have to be aware of everything inside this dungeon because if you catch your guard off, you probably will get lots of damage from this pound.
Yeah, and if you can't get to it in the fast time, but your teammate can kill it faster than you, they can jump in to help the other member right now.
Yep. And since the pawn doesn't have no extra mechanic that punishes us helping, so each time the portal opens to help your friends, I mean it's okay. And this is the part when you don't really need a revival pill because the game can still goes on as the player die as long as the other player still alive.
Yeah, I agree, because after the pound phase, they're gonna have a Leotip or a knight. They have to trip the horse, guys.
Yeah, and not is going to be the second boss. You have to fall in duo setup like Bolton just mentioned before. So the coordination between 2 players is play a very important role in here. So you have to avoid to help with the vision side and receiving help through portal. Is kind of something that you want to avoid because this is the helping punish start. But in certain cases, if the time already passed until to 5 minutes, that's totally okay if you want to use the portal.
Yeah, and it looking really great combination with Cloud Strider and Elementalis in the same room. with a linked one. For the Leotis, we can only see one POV right now, but I'm interested to see the Black Maiden link with whom, right?
Yup. Because to our point of view, still into with the Cloud Rider, one of the damage dealer from the Domestiques. Well, to be honest, the ninth part of Checkmate for me is sort of like a troublesome, but there's a one mechanic that you need to aware of, because when a one player dies in this part, you don't have to revive immediately, because Leotard typically will skip his wipe mechanics if the players are only one alive. So if you are confident enough with two players, well, that's totally okay. But if you want to just keep the wipe out build from the Leotard, you can just let one player die.
Yeah, I agree about that. There's a safe strategy so they can wasting their travel times and other things that they can waste the resource right now. They really need to be faster because they really have to even faster than CNN right now.
Yeah, but to be honest, Leonis and also Ophelia is the part that kind of annoyed me the most, because it not only requires a solid mechanic from the duo of your team, but also a high level of coordination, and you have to be aware of everything, because once the Leotard becoming a merry-go-round, he's typically round along the other edge, and you have to avoid him every single time. So once the Forbidden Palace invasion cleared, it means that you already successfully trip him, triggers a massive AoE wipe.
Yeah, and this gonna be a time for the Rook or the third boss gonna come. They really have to organize first before they go in. So they're gonna. I'm interested to see where they're gonna go for the 4-man setup right here, Abi.
Yep, the 4-man setup. The first one is the Magi Blade, Starbreaker, Blade Maiden, and also the Gunner. This is a very perfect combination. So you have the Berserker, you have the Protection, and also you have the long range damage. But on the other hand, you have the Elementalist, Skyguard, and also another Elementalist. So this is like a one Ghost Striker from the second part. But for Polons and also Ophelia, Bishops is typically kind of complicated in terms of coordination, because you have to choose carefully, and this part is requires every fight, because once you get wiped out by the clones, you have to choose carefully which player you want to revive, because basically you just can just revive this bonus one, but on the other hand, you still have to pay attention to your support.
Yeah, the mechanism in here is not really that complicated, but it's really complicated because like back then they have to walk. It's not running. Walk to the center and avoid the gear. And right now they're having a burst damage. I think the Elemental is really giving the sustainable damage right here.
Yep, it's just starts spinning and releasing the energy beam. Then these two fire beams works in two directions, then another two in different directions, so forming like an egg-shaped pattern. So the only way to finish is to just simply move up on the beam. The beam has to avoid the damage, and after the beam already finished casted, now is your time to strike to the poles.
Yeah, they have to burst the Polones right now to go to the king and to the final boss to fall in the 8-man maps, because this we really can't see if this is fast or no right now, Abi, because they gonna set the bar right now.
Yeah, for me this is one of the ideal time to finish Checkmates, because I think it's kind of impossible to finish Checkmate within 4 minutes because the mechanics of this dungeon is kind of complicated, and as the players from Dominics already finished a rook part of the Checkmates, now they are going to prepare for King and Queen as the final boss who will fall in 8-man setup. So the coordination is a very crucial part in here because this phase shares a combined 25 minutes from the previous part, but well, talking about the domestic, they still have many times to fight the King and Queen, but revive should be used freely to maintain the DPS because you want to secure it as fast as possible.
Yeah, I agree, really agree with that. Because they really can't wait the resources at the early game stage and the mid game phase, because they really need that resource revival tanks on King and Queens.
Yeah, in this kind of session, this is at the 450 part, this is the time when the king spawns, and this move leaves a delayed AoEs under every player's feet, so you have to dodge them carefully. Getting hit multiple times is almost guaranteed that due to the high damage, but since this is king and queen part, it's totally okay if you want to just blast your revival pill, but you have to carefully use that because that will give you sort of like a penalty.
Yeah, and they really have to run around because the boss can burning area around himself and launching homing fireballs right there and right there.
Yup, as the boss, kind of giving a burning AoE towards here and there, queens getting sort of like a protection to the king, and this is this solid mechanic from Domestics because they just want to drag and bait the ice attacker from the queen towards the king shield, because the main objective in this part is to break down the king shield.
Yeah, I really love their movement. I mean, they really move as the group. Really not scattering around. They're really in it. They're really locked in. They move in as a team, not one person to go stray around the area. I mean, it's looking good.
Yep, a solid performance too from Dominics, a good performance from Dominics, like what Wolfram mentioned, and the queen starts to teleport, but Maradia is one that the domestic are to focus on as the king regains his shield, and now it downs to Dominics to play once again to break down the shield from the king, and after the king's shield already rolled it down, it's the perfect time to start his own promotion, but it's not yet because the king still has his shield.
Yes, this is gonna be the special phase that King spawns 2 pawns to select 2 players to become pawn players. So, the pawns gonna upgrade themselves into the bishop and queen side, so they really have to stop the bishop right now, and the pawns.
Yeah, the pawns will be the decoy, and they have to be only. Well, to be honest, this is a unique mechanic in this dungeon, to be honest, that I would never find on any other game, because when you have pawn players, only pawn players can damage the special enemies pawn during this phase, so you have to become exceptionally mechanic genius in this part, because if you are not good enough with your mechanics, that will delay your time, but if you are a solid individual player, taking down the pawn as you are the chosen players will be very easy.
Yeah, and right now the king is on trouble because Claudius and the usurper is really taking big chunk of damage from them, Abby.
Yup, the ice spikes are now taking the Maradia and also the king. The king is widely open as the domestics try to find a way to secure this dungeon as fast as possible. They lay big damage, burst damage towards Claudius the usurper, and Maradia the tyrant seems finding a hard time here to protect his king.
Yes, and they're really great at movement. I really love the domestic movement. When I see they really have perfect dodge, they can do the perfect dodge almost everything, but not the big AOE, because the big AOE I can see that they're really taking the damage like that, like just right now.
Oh, and now the queen is already dead, so the king become invulnerable. So this is the right time for domestics to defeat the king, as the shield and the protection is already gone. Claudius the Usurper taking lots of damage first from domestics players, and domestics players are not waiting any second to just strike into the king. Claudius only left below 50s, below 50, and now only seconds away to finish the dungeon. So here we go. Domestics cleared the Checkmate within 40 minutes and 19 seconds.
Yes, with the 10 revival attempts right now, we still don't know the bar that they set is high or low, but we can see if the bar is gonna what the bar set after the Flamechasers, right? The second turn.
Yep.
After we see the Flamechasers.
Yeah, well, yeah. To be honest, for me, the bar is kind of ideal. To be honest, considering they are one of the most decent player in the server, and also one of the top 3 in here. After finish the a lot of qualifications until the final day, but this is something that we should put aside, because we need to see the performance of the other parties as well. If the other parties can finish checkmates below 10 minutes, that would be troublesome for domestics.
Yeah, but solid performance from domestics like Viteti, F7, Namsky, Danazin. I really love the Cloud Strider there, and Paperback as Elementalist really do a great chunk of damage and really sustain damage from them. Paperback and Dana, and use area control there, and here from Elementalist is really great to do the big damage burst for the king and queen back then.
Yeah, they're so good. I mean, not only the damage, I will also mention the Elementalist who did a very good chain combo in here. Not to mention to the side guard, and as well as the Blade Maiden as the damage reduction role in here. For side guards, they work really hard to support your friends. I mean, to heal and create a chain combo at the same time. That was crazy, to be honest. As the side guard player, I kind of burned, because I am sort of like a watch player, because, well, this is something that you will suffer when you reach 30 plus, to be honest. So I don't really recommend playing sidecar if you are 30 plus, because the chain combo for sidecar is just in certain situations kind of giving you a headache. But Magic like it's something that for me only young people can play. But let's take a look at the highlight of the performance of domestics during the Checkmate. That's the highlight in case you missed what happened on the first game at the second half of Super Glencock PvE. We have the F7 F2P. No, you lie. You lie. I know you're not F2P player. Don't lie to me.
I mean-
I knew it. I knew it. Don't lie, please.
As
please.
an F2P.
Whoever plays the account of F7 F2P, please change your nickname because I know it well. It's not F2P. You cannot lie to me.
I mean, he gets the MVP though, the F2P player, the total damage 5 million.
And that's the weirdest part of this nickname.
That's sus.
How on earth you could lay a 5.5 million damage if you are F2P? No, ain't no way.
That's a bit sus. But
Yeah, it is.
well played for the Bounty Hunter and a Blade Maiden. It's really interesting to see Blade Maiden and the Bounty Hunter giving the most damage from the squad.
Memski and Dana X really work really hard as a partner, especially as a duo during the Knight and Bishop part, and that's why I always kind of worship Blade Maiden in Checkmate because you have a solid defensive skill as a Blade Maiden. You can reduce the damage taken, and you can also be sort of like a tank for your teammates during the King and Queen session. So that opens a kind of situation when you have a very balanced role composition. You can have a different part to play with the other players, like sort of like for example, you have the two elementalists who can just lay a short chain combos and also lay big burst damage towards the King and Queen. But jump into the second part, or aka the second parties who will try to finish the Checkmates as fast as possible. We are going to have Flamechasers.
Yes, there's the squad info with Hennessy, Belfemon SM, Demi, PMTZ, Hyacinth, Real Ceres, Summeran, Throne, Krabi Rimuru, Candy number 1. This really... There's a different, right? From the PvP composition.
Yeah, it's kind of a little bit different. Well, to be honest, I kind of surprised to see 2 Starbreakers in their lineup because technically Starbreakers is one of the least favorite because the combos are very slow to be casted and it's very hard to set up the damage from Starbreakers. So I would like to see how they're gonna play with these 2 Starbreakers. Having 2 sidecars is, I mentioned it before, is a bare minimum, but having 2 Berserkers is kind of wholesome in here. You actually already have the blast cannon, you have the perfect bursts for the Checkmates, and you also put 1 Magi Blade. So I assume during the duos, a small squad like a four-man squad, and also during the full squad, this is going to be a solid damage distribution from Flamechasers. But let me ask you one thing. Is it Hennessy XO that I know?
Yeah, that's the Hennessy. Yeah, he's a Berserker in the Flamechasers right now. And we can... Yeah, he's the first ranker in the server. Yeah, and I'm interested to see the Hennessy XO POV though, if we can, observer. Hashtag please.
Yeah, me too, because Hennessy XO is widely known as a good player in every single MMORPG that he played. Not only on Crystal of Atlas but also other games. So I would like to see the point of view of him. But let's take a look what will happen on the Checkmate dungeon competition mode from Flamechasers.
Yes, right now, back to the pound mechanism first. They're gonna have to each member deal with the Hexes Guard alone at first. But if they finish it, they can help the other members. So it's really interesting to see. Right now we're gonna see the Demi as Cloud Strider.
Yeah. Well, I forgot to mention that it's very essential for you to take the buffs before joining the dungeon. Like for example, you can eat several things. Probably
Oh yeah, yeah.
fruit skewers who can give you more physical defense and also magical defense, or probably carrot mushroom rice who can give you extra damage, or maybe any elemental food based on your chosen element. But first you have to unlock the exploration rewards. That's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
essential. That because that will conclude how fast you how fast and how big the damage you blow towards the kings or probably knights to bishops and the arms.
Yeah, we're going to, and the last match as the domestic, we see the Leotit POV, but right now we're gonna see the Ophelia POV.
Yeah, Ophelia POV in here. We still stick it to the enemy and also Belfemo SM. To be honest, this Ophelia is kind of executed really quite fast from these two parties. But on the other hand, judging the POV from the left below,
Yes.
the other parties also kind of having a very hard time. Technically, if you play with the bishop and also the knight, you have to avoid consistently get their AOE back.
Oh yeah. But for real, it's really interesting to see the close strider with Mistrix right here for the couple. I can tell this couple right now. And for the left side, you can see the little Sarah and the Hassin right here still on the Leotids. But I think it's gonna be one more rotation to Leotids taken down.
Yep, because well, when you see a merry-go-round from relative, you actually one of the easiest way to play is just stand in the center when the boss stops, and since the real one is always pass through it. So a one and the other way to easily win this part, the merry-go-round part, you just have to save one awakening and cast it right before the explosion to evade and wipe. So that will conclude the game. But on the downside, that will give you a little bit penalty. So one thing that probably players should know is in this knight and bishop part, if only one player is alive in the arena, little kite actually will not perform the wipe mechanics. So you have to choose carefully which kind of strategy that you want to deploy. But as we enter the rook part, that's going to be a kind of more complicated because rook actually have a lots of AoE damage, AoE effects, or AoE damage abilities.
Yeah, I mean, look at that, the Stone Bridge from the Followness and giving the floor fire right there is really having a HP management, a great HP management is really amazing here. So they really have to see the HP right now and right then.
Yeah, and you have, and actually this is a coordination where plays a very crucial part because one player should bait the boss and the other one try to have a good survival time. And as the momentum come back to the part, that will create a new phase, especially like a spin and extend grab.
Yeah, and I think to look at the time, it's already 4 minutes, and it's king and queen time. It's really faster than domestic.
Yeah, 2 minutes faster, if I'm not mistaken. The king and queen part is going one of the most troublesome one. Loss of mechanics will play in here, but Maradia just spawns up and oh my god, look at the damage though!
Oh my god!
Flamechasers really leave on the enemy. just striking to the Maradia, chasing Maradia wherever she teleport.
Yeah, give her mercy once.
No lie, you cannot give
I
her
mean,
mercy.
they really burst it down till the Claudia's angry and going up to play with them.
Yep.
And it's already
Claudia-
400.
Yep, 500 for the king, and within seconds, probably we're going to see the next part of the king itself. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, the Radia just open the Ice Age and the Magma Center from Paradia both and also the king is already casted. This is going to be a part where you have to bait every single projectiles from Maradia's ice skills towards the king shield.
Yeah, the side guard here really do a great job and effective and efficient job here because they really protect their teammates using their buff and reduction and healing there. The sustain is there. I really love the two players of the side guard here. They're really great using side guard.
Yep, response in here. This move kind of relate physical AoEs. But in this part you have to move consistently. So one of the best way to play in this part is by fighting in the air and assuming that every single blow from the magma center will always down to the ground. So you have two options. So whether you want to fight in the air, which is one of the most efficient one, or just run away for you survive. For you survive one.
Yeah. But right now they're gonna have to be pawn players to take down the queen.
Yep, a pawn promotion. Because we already received 150. Queen or the triggers. And the shield of the king is already open. Claudius almost low to
Holy shit!
150 and oh my god, the king couldn't
Oh my
handle
god!
that.
This
Maradia still there.
I mean,
And Maradia will be the focus of Flamechasers players. Maradia will die soon, and now the king is vulnerable. So this is the right time for Flamechasers to finish this below 8 minutes, and now the dungeon has been done.
okay with the one revivals only.
One revival only is crazy. I couldn't play Checkmate with one only revival case as a sideguard. I will use tons of revival pills, but good job for Flamechasers. That was a solid coordination and also mechanics, also time management from every single players from Flamechasers. So applause for them, like 2 kudos for them too.
Yeah, I mean 8 minutes feat is really amazing. Looking at the bar that set is 14 minutes, right?
Yep, below 10 minutes. That's sort of like almost 2 times faster than the Domestiques. This is going to be a pressure for CNN, to be honest. I would like to find out how many minutes CNN will spend for Checkmates. Will it gonna be 6 minutes? I mean, 6 minutes is a crazy time.
That's crazy. If they can do the 6 minutes time, yeah, I think they deserve to rank 1.
Well, yeah, guys, they are the fastest one on the Queen Coronation, and if they are also the fastest during the Checkmates, you don't have to count to find the champion of Super Glencoe PvE tournament battles, man.
Yeah,
And
that's really great. That's really interesting to see the CNN to play right now. But let's talk about the Flamechaser right there. We're having like Mistrix there, really giving the good damage, but we can see the side guard really supporting there, and the berserkers really giving massive damage. They're really heavy on the bruiser melee damage there.
Yep. Judging about how they play on the Checkmates, I think that's not only down to the BP level or the BP power of each players, but also the coordination. I mean, they execute the power and also Knight and Bishop also pretty quickly. Not to mention to the Rook also. To be honest, considering what just happened on the first game or second half from Domestics, they're kind of having a trouble during the Rook session because the Rook is kind of complicated because you have to avoid, but on the other hand, you have to make sure you're survive inside the arena to avoid using too many rival pills, but you also have to lay damage towards the Rook. So I for me it's kind of reasonable if you spend higher time in Rook station, and for the King and Queen, this is kind of troublesome because once you work on a larger parties, that will create a problems too for the comments. But as the second game already done by FLCS, let's take a look at the highlights in case you missed it. And that's the highlight of the second game of Checkmates that was done by Flamechasers in case you miss it. Throne, oh my god, that was a solid damage though from Throne as the Cloud Strider. Please pardon me for underestimating you or become a pessimistic towards a Cloud Strider, because I personally never see a Cloud Strider could be this good.
Yeah, I mean the Cloud Strider really giving. The Cloud Strider, the Starbreaker is really giving the damage done so high, like 7 million, 6 million, 5 million. Even though, so we can see that the side guard is the supports, not the DPS right now.
Yeah. And that was totally reasonable and understandable because if you are working in larger parties, you wouldn't treat a sideguard as the main damage dealer, because the skill set of sideguard is more like to support and provide a chain combo. But on the other hand, for certain setups, you can treat sideguard as semi berserk or semi magic blade, if pardon me, in case you don't have a good magic blade in your lineups, because the mechanics of sideguard is kind of not as complicated as you play magic blade, because magic blade really rely on a high level of mechanics. So having a sideguard is, and I'm not saying that sideguard is is not requiring high level mechanic. Yes, she also requires a high level of mechanic, but in terms of momentum, you can find a better time and especially momentum using a sideguard rather than magic blade, because magic blade, when you lose one chain, everything was kind of wasted.
Yeah, the magic blast is really timing based job or classes. So the magic blade is really complicated to use, but sideguard is more fun, I think, because support always fun, guys. So you support your friend.
Yeah, support. I don't really want to agree about that. Well, as a support in every single game I played, I found it become a support is troublesome. It is nice to be a support if you have a very good friend or a good player, but if you are become a support for troublesome players, that will give you lots of headaches.
Yeah, that's frustrating. Yeah, but right now we have a squad info for CNN. They still looking almost the same, but UDF2P is gonna come up in the composition here.
Yeah,
Interesting. With the
yeah,
three magic blade.
yep, we have another liar in here because anyway you played as a. I have to be so sorry, Mr. UD. Could you please change the F2P? I I would like to see the nickname like UD is strong. I mean that sounds better to be honest.
Yeah, I mean that sounds confident, but UDF2P. Then we're gonna look the final battle result, the statistic, and you're gonna go having a big damage. That's sus, not F2P at all, man.
But that's just a joke aside, because but I would
Yeah,
like to put my eyes on Youzi. I almost speak in Chinese, pardon. Because Yoda previously during the Queen coronation plays a very important role in here as the damage dealer, and I would like to know how big the damage that he could blow in this Checkmate as the game already start on the pound session.
Okay, this is looking really good because each member really giving a big chunk of damage. We can see on the lower left, they already on the 70, but in the main frame, we're gonna see 20 and it's already done. The access guard in the main frame is already done, but let's go to Anasis. Oh, side guard really having a trouble, I think, Abi?
Oh my god, what happened with my side guard? Anesis, hold on. Hold you there. Well, it's nice. I mentioned it before because if you having a trouble with during the pawn session and the portal is already open up, your friend actually can help you. So this is kind of giving you a sort of like a breath for a while. And you can relax a little bit. And for pawn too, pawn doesn't have any helping punishment, but this will be different for Leotais as a knight and bishops.
Yeah, I really hate when the layout is really going go merry-go-round, then we have to trip it. It's really giving me a hard time when I play this dungeon.
But now we're facing UDF2P, the so-called UDF2P will play Meteor Strike, run away, I know you can run real
Let's
fast,
go.
and on this strike, so the Knights of the Kings, Leotais and Leotais having a very hard time here, and as the merry-go-round starts, you just need to stay on the center.
Yeah, it's looking good with the movement from UDF2P here and waiting to trip the Leotis, and now the Leotis trip is gonna get burst from them. Yeah, it's looking good for UDF2P and Laozi.
Because you have UDF2P and also Youzi. So Yoda will
yeah.
play as the boy, and UDF2P will play as the bruiser. So that was a very perfect combination from those duos. But now we have to move on to the part of Rook. It's already past 2 minutes and 30 seconds plus, but Ophelia. I hate Ophelia, but we're going to start the conversation from CN, and that's quite fast to be honest.
It's fast. It's under 3 minutes. I mean, I think the Flamechasers is taking 3 minutes ish back then.
If I'm not mistaken, yes. But this is
Yeah.
the start of the complicated session from this dungeon. So Rook The third boss, you gotta play it with 4-man squad. So the coordination is a crucial part. Starts to become a very essential part in here. Polons. Oh my god. To be honest, I kind of pity Polons for taking lots of damage force from these players. I mean, look how fast the bar goes down.
This is so fast, like 10 seconds is already down 100 HP. This is really looking good for CNN.
Yeah. And Yanko Metal did a very good job in here as a bait to drag the Cologne away from the center, and now Cologne starts to spin. So once he starts spinning, you have to quickly dodge it away and keep your distance until it stops. And as it stops, you now can strike him.
Oh my god. The opponent's health is really running out right now. And from the other squad, it's already in the 100 HP. It's really fast. And it's gonna come out like 4 minutes. I think it's looking good.
Probably PD Polones, because they have to face this aggressive, crazy people from CNN. To be honest, this is going to be the fastest, I believe, because in 4 minutes you already take down Polones. That's sort of like crazy. So that leaves you around. My calculation, at maximum 3 minutes. They're gonna finish it in 3 minutes. At maximum. So it could be below that.
Then there's gonna be a close one with Flamechasers time, I think.
Yup,
And
probably.
yeah, they're gonna go to King and Queen right now.
Yup. And now the Queen already spawned. They just subscribe to Maradia. Oh my god, poor Maradia, the Tyrant. The Tyrant needs to go down from her throne, and that's what CNN doing right now. They just want to dethrone Maradia from her place, and now Maradia just go away because the king is already forced to spawn.
Yeah,
By the
it
time
already
I finish my sentence, the king is already spawned.
It's really fast. The HP bar from the Claudius and the Meradia is really going fast, and it's already almost half, like 500-ish right now, and they're gonna have to avoid the AoE damage, like the ground damage, magma from the Magma Crater, from the Ice Age, and yeah, the launcher.
I'm sorry, but my mouth couldn't follow the damage. Guys, if you take a look at the bar of Varadia and also the Claudius and the Usurper, it goes faster rather than the time bar.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
I mean,
That was amazing.
Yeah, the duo of Elementalist duo is really giving a good damage there. I think the launcher and all my else really good at bursting the damage and giving the high sustained damage, and the side guard here protecting the Elementalists so they're not going down at a half HP is really great.
Yep, and now a 500 HP when triggers a special phase. The king already spawned 2 pawns and already selected 2 players as the pawn players, but well, I don't need to finish my sentence because they already finished it.
Yeah, they only need 1 minute. Flamechasers is 8 minutes, right?
Yeah, 8 minutes and 3 seconds. Yeah, but still, they just finished the pawn, and now Queen goes back. Maradia will be the focus of CNN to take it down, and the damage from CNS players is already focused towards the King's Shield, and now they are going to wait to the moment when Claudius is going to face lots of damage from CNS players. Oh my god, my bot couldn't follow the boost of the bot from Claudius Held, and Maradia will be the second target from CNN. Seconds already passed, and now Maradia is crying because the damage is already hurtful to face. And as Maradia trying to have a final sentence, players from CNN try to move back because the cry from Maradia giving a ice balls towards every single players from CNN.
Yeah, and it really stole the time. The Meradia stole the time. Even with the 8 health, she's still stalling.
Yeah, that was kind of out of my expectation, but Maradia couldn't avoid her death. And now the next one is Claudius. Claudius already taken down, already dethroned by CNS players, and that was the last performance from every single girl in Super Glen Cup.
Yes, and we're gonna wait to see the final results, yeah, for the 3 teams that have completed both the Queen Coronation and the Checkmate race challenges. So we're gonna wait until the final results. So I think if I count it, if I'm not mistaken, the CNN is 8 minutes and 38 in a exchange checkmate. And the coronation is 3 minutes and 58 seconds.
55 seconds.
55 seconds. And the Flamechasers got the Hex Chess checkmate in 8 minutes, right?
8 minutes and 3 seconds, I believe. For Queen Coronation is 4 minutes and 3 seconds. What happened with 3 seconds?
Oh. So. So this is the PvE results. The final record for CNN is 8 minutes and 38 seconds. For the Iliato Puria of my LUDF 2PY, CNS Santo Metal, and Koteka. I see the side guard really frontlining and protect the teammates there. The Elemental is really giving the sustained damage, but we can see at the end of the King and Queen phase, the Meradia stalling the time right there.
That was the sad part, you know.
That's the sad part.
I believe that we're gonna conclude the game in 7 minutes each. But I don't expect the Maradia just crying so loudly, really deploying the ice balls towards the players, and that just stops the time.
Yeah, I mean, if the Meradia really giving the and stalling the time for the CNN, and we cannot see the result right now, but I mean, Meradia is giving a tantrum right there with 4 health ish.
Yeah.
She stole like.
Yeah, but let's take a look at the highlights of the performance from CNN, and you're probably gonna see the cry of the Maradia. That's the highlight of the performance from CNN, the cry of Maradia as well, who stole the time from CNN, and it's kind of lovely to see the other players become the MVP from CNN. This is Yanto Meta. I also have a friend named Yanto. So this kind of a I'm not really sure how to mention it, but it feels like it looks like I found my friend in Crystal of Atlan.
It feels familiar, right?
This looks like a familiar.
I mean, Yanto Metal's giving damage like 6 million. I mean, let's see, where's UDF2P right now? Oh, it's giving 3 million damage right there. It's still big, Yudi.
It's just giving the spotlight to Yanto, I believe.
Yeah, I see. And they're having 2 revival attempts, one more than Flamechasers. But I still sad looking the Meradia stalling the time like 20 to 30 seconds right there for the CNN.
Yeah, but that was still a good performance from CNN though. And they also have a good handicap in here because they finished the coronation quite fast. But we have to count it back to the queen coronation, the penalties, and in addition to the checkmate. So, well, to be honest, Domestiques is already out of the podium as the third runner-up, but I'm not really sure with the champion, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not really sure too, but nice try for Domestiques. You still have the aura though.
Yeah, the
You still have
aura.
the aura though.
That's something that separates you from commoners with the elites. I mean, look at the aura. Not everyone get the aura. Especially it's a special customized aura, so it remarks your journey in Crystal of Atlan Super Glen Cup.
Yeah, and all the 3 things have completed but the coronation. I'm still really curious about the result for the Flamechasers and CNN. Like you said back then, CNN really did a solid job when on the rook phase, on the leotid phase, and the bishop phase. They really do great performance, like Yanto Kece like that. Yanto Metal. Kece siapa?
Oh my god, that. It was out of my expectation, to be honest.
I'm sorry,
I already expect that the clear time from Flamechasers and also CNN will be a close gap, but I don't expect this close.
Yeah.
30 seconds, and now you have the champion.
That queen, man.
Yeah. Flamechasers is the champion of the Crystal of Atlan Super Glen Cup. Congratulations, the PvE race final champion. So, to every single audience on the live stream, just give the loudest applause to Team FLCS Flamechasers. They are the kings of Crystal of Atlan's PvE racing, deserving champions. We hope they continue this passion and enthusiasm in their future gaming journey and also create more glory, of course.
Yeah, that's really because of the queen. Stalling the time 30 seconds. That was sad, but really nice try. Both of the teams still get the customized aura. Well played. Congratulations again to Team Flamechasers becoming champion of Crystal of Atlan for PvE.
Yep. Congratulations once again to Flamechasers. I mean, that was a stall, to be honest, from Flamechasers towards the CNN, and CNN is kind of sad, to be honest, because their win just stalled by the Meradia. Well, probably CNN will start to hate Meradia right now. And as the closing, I would like to share the last viewer codes to every single audience. And here it is gonna be best PvE Team AS. So just log into your game, enter the redeem code below to claim your viewer rewards, and don't forget to share it to your friends.
Yeah, and don't forget this is a limited quantities. So first come first serve. If you redeem it, then you are so late because they're giving so many rewards there.
Exactly. And once again, let's congratulate again to the adventurers who cheer for a team FLCS because they won the prediction, even though the prediction is kind of heavy to CNN, but that was a very close game between CNN and also FLCS. The Queen Coronation plays a very important role in here for both parties, but on the other part, as the Queen Coronation is also Maradia's Slay quest, Maradia also become the obstacle, the main obstacle for CNN to become the champion in the Super Glen Cup. So I think, in my opinion, the second MVP of this game could be Maradia itself. I mean, the presence of Maradia on the very last seconds of CNN's Checkmate's dungeon is kind of important. And the impact is very big until I mean that was big. The impact was big enough to drag CNN to become the runner-up. Oh my god, that was a solid day. Yesterday was a solid day too. I'm really thankful that I and Bolton become a part of this tournament, and also for the audience in here. Thank you so much. We salute all participating team, because they already delivered a series of high quality racing spectacles, and it's your full commitment that let more people see the charm of Crystal of Atlan PvE racing. So to every single adventurers, this battle against time may have ended, but the adventure in the Crystal of Atlan world never ends. In the future, let's hope there will be another tournament, and there will be more, not only difficult dungeons, faster records, but also exciting showdowns waiting for us. And let's carry the passion and inspiration from today and continue to ride our racing legends in Crystal of Atlan. Just Roman Conquest here. See you next season. Abigail and Bolton signing out. Bye bye.
Hebat nih.
终于结束了，多谢姐姐，多谢哥哥。
Thank you, Eve. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Ma.
Thank you, Ray.
Lu beneran?
Enggak ada bantuan, nggak ada bantuan.
Ya, tiap hari sih buntung orang ya, Ma.
Apa?
Kalau tiap hari sih tangan orang buntung ya, Ma. Wah, Asli sih, itu passion baru lo sih, badminton coy.
Ambil gue pot. Tapi gue trauma sih main padel.
Passionate.
Gue trauma sih
Oh,
main
itu.
padel. Gue udah gak mau main padel lagi. Lu harus tahu. Jadi gue main padel cuma 2 jam. Terus pas gue main badminton, dia tau nggak? Batang terus kok gue. Gue ngoper doang cuma gini doang. Batang. Wah anjing, gue shock sih. Sumpah gue shock. Terus gue biasanya, kan gue punya partner kan. Duo gue namanya Domeng. Terus kalau gue main sama si Domeng tuh lawan Ando sama Vivi, itu udah pasti bantai-bantai. Kemarin gue dibantai 10-1 terus baru bener tim gue. Jadi gue mukul batang mukul kagak kena bolong. Terus gue langsung mikir, masa iya gue masih pensi?
Ya kali, raket baru lah.
Bukan raket baru. Itu gara-gara siangnya main raket pendek, malamnya main raket panjang kan. Pas main padel, refleksnya refleks badminton. Pas malam refleksnya padel, anjing nggak. Lu tau nggak kemarin kan orang kalau misalkan mau perbola padel kayak gini ya, kayak pingpong gitu kan ya. Gue begini.
Oke, udah siap mau ke atasin, gelambungin anjir.
Terus udah gitu kan karena gue kan kalau badminton mainnya ofensif kan. Meskipun gak kenceng-kenceng banget pukulan gue, ternyata di padel bola gue keluar lapangan semua, cowok boro-boro out keluar.
Gak ada masuk-masuk ya?
Gak ada. Bola yang gue gebuk pasti keluar lapangan. Kalau nggak gebuk nggak lewat net. Jadi kayak anjing, pukul pelan dikit kagak lewat net. Pukul kenceng dikit keluar lapangan kan?
Ya tapi minggu depan kalau misalnya ada badminton gue ikut dong jadinya.
Gue pada main loh. Minggu depan Mampang loh.
Iya kalau Mampang gue ikut.
Iya minggu depan Mampang. Udah
Lihat gue pasang. Mau.
Biar masih.
Bilang si Kevin dulu.
Ntar disalib.
Bisa DC. Anjir.
Enggak.
Serebutan itu kan?